the 2016 Bentley Flying Spur W12. This is the big sedan you buy when you're kind of bored with your BMW 7 Series or Mercedes-Benz S-Class and you just feel like spending a lot more money.
A hell of a lot more though, right?
Yeah, this is not a cheap thing, but then again, you got to remember this is a Bentley and it's going to come with a lot of Bentley stuff, including just this one incredible engine. And we also want to thank Los Gatos Luxury Cars for letting Carbons come on down and film for you today, because this is something we're really excited to share with you. The Bentley Flying Spur W12. W12 refers to its engine. We'll get to that very shortly, but it's just such a unique vehicle.
Yeah, it's a beautiful car.
It is. And it actually, this goes back to 2005.
So that's the first generation?
Yeah, right. Well, for 2013 it was updated, but it was initially called the Continental Flying Spur because it's built on the same platform as the Bentley Continental GT and those the
and
coupes.
Then they separated it to keep the sedan
right.
To differentiate the sedan from the coupe.
Precisely. And they just cut in half, or they shortened the wheelbase in order to make a coupe and convertible.
Right.
And it's extended back to its normal size for this Flying Spur.
That's a serious transmission right there, isn't it?
It's an 8-speed automatic.
It's a big chunk of metal.
The whole Bentley is a big chunk of metal.
Everything's big and grand.
And so is this engine. Let's listen to that. So that was a 6-liter twin-turbo W12 with 616 horsepower and 590 pound-feet of torque. Like I said, it's paired to an 8-speed automatic with permanent all-wheel drive. It's a 40-60 front-rear split in terms of power.
Right, well, let's go straight to the price on this thing, because people are going to be thinking, right, you've compared it with a BMW and a Mercedes, but this is a good 100 grand more
that's
expensive.
A good idea. Easily. Right? The base price for
a Flying
Spur.
Looking at it here, does that look much better than the Mercedes and the BMW?
Well, both of those are brand new, and this is a design that really goes back a little over a decade.
It is looking a bit dated, right?
It is. But the base price for a Flying Spur is $222,300.
Wow.
And this one, we're going to talk more about its features and all that good stuff. It comes in at $254,900. Quarter of $250,000 more.
You've really got to want a Bentley to spend that much money.
I
want a Bentley. I need a Bentley.
You're buying it for the brand.
I've got $250,000. What have you got?
This is what you got.
Because, those German brands you mentioned, for me, they're just as good.
Well, think about
Styling-wise, they're arguably better. Okay, they don't have the performance, maybe.
That's true.
They don't have the massive W12, which is,
Well, that W12 engine, do you know what that is?
Two V6s.
Yeah, it's essentially the Volkswagen Group essentially merged two V6s.
Right.
And you mentioned those German brands. Bentley is at its heart now a German brand. It's owned by Volkswagen.
Careful there.
Oh right, yeah, you have a British accent.
It's still British, still made in crew.
Yeah, little national pride.
Yeah, the majority of it is British.
Well, let me tell you something about that. If it weren't for the Germans, Bentley would not exist anymore because
that may be true.
It was a sinking ship.
But it's made in Britain.
Right, they did always continue that because you know why? A lot of the interior, the leather is hand-sewn, stitching, the craftsmanship in the UK, and it's just been passed down those skills.
Yeah.
And it's just superior.
Right.
So they're like, well, the factory is all there.
That's what you actually pay the money for. When you
Precisely.
get into when you look at the car close up, there's plenty of unique things that make this a Bentley.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, that's one of them.
Yeah, 0 to 60 miles per hour, 4.3 seconds.
That's super fast.
Top speed, 199 miles per hour.
I'd love to go that fast.
You
down the Autobahn in this thing.
Oh, that's a dream, I think, just for about everybody. I always think of a Flying Spur like this with a W12. It's for the guys who say, for example, they already have the Ferrari 488 GTB. They loaded that thing up and going to spend over say $350,000 or so. They're going to pick one of these things up, drop another $250,000 and have the two cars and still spend less than $1 million on two of the most incredible cars in the world today.
But why should they buy this instead of, say, a Rolls Royce then?
Well, because just kind of like with Ferrari versus Lamborghini, you have Rolls Royce people and you have Bentley people.
So it's a brand. It's a brand
right.
thing.
Yeah, it's more or less that. But look at this. I mean,
it's luxurious.
There's nothing wrong with this interior. Look at those seats, the
hell,
diamond stitching, and it's all hand done.
Yeah, that wood. It looks like a wooden steering wheel.
Oh, that is a wooden steering wheel, and it costs extra too.
Really?
Yeah, quite a bit extra.
Yeah, you can see the finish is second to none. I say second to none. Probably Rolls-Royce. Again, crafted in Britain, good wood. And they have the similar skills.
Oh, this is what they call the interior. They call Portland, and the seat piping alone costs an extra $2,430.
Yeah, I want all that stuff though.
So do I. Now, it's the rear seat too. Like you wouldn't be driven in this thing. It's also fun to drive, but look what you get.
You wouldn't mind being in the back.
No, you get these veneered picnic tables. This costs an extra $2,000.
Wow.
Picnic tables.
What?
Yeah, why not?
Might as well have a picnic in the back of it.
And this particular Flying Spur here doesn't even have the rear seat entertainment package, which adds an extra several grand to it.
You can add that on top?
Well, yeah, you can have monitors on the front seat headrests. Nice. But this one just doesn't have it. But what's kind of cool about Bentley and even Rolls-Royce is that they'll do anything buyers want. Okay. They know they cater to the world's richest people, and if you want something bespoke, they'll be more than happy to oblige.
They'll even build you your own car.
They will. Like, if you want a specific interior, exterior color that's already not on their catalog color palette, they'll make it for you.
Yeah.
They have no problem doing that.
I'd want to do that. If I had the money, if I was going to go that full on with a car,
right?
I'd want my own color, everything.
Oh, and what's cool about this... Oh, look at that. It's just
amazing.
It does show its age here, and you can see it when you look at, for an example, the latest Mercedes S-Class or the 750i. We did an unboxing review of as well. But I think I like this because it does have sort of that traditional coach building look
done well.
to it.
Well, it's done well for 10 years, 12 years?
A little bit more.
It looks pretty amazing even for a car that age. That will be redesigned in the next few years, but they're going to milk this one for a bit longer.
Do you know actually the platform this is based on? Okay, it also served as the basis for the previous generation, not the current, but the previous generation Audi A8.
Wow, so that's an old.
And platform. It also underpinned if you remember, the Volkswagen Phaeton.
Yeah, that wasn't a big seller, was it?
Well, it did okay in Europe, and it just bombed in the US.
That's what I mean. In the US, no one bought it.
Like, why was anyone going to spend so much money for a Volkswagen that costs just as much as an Audi?
Yeah, they didn't get it.
And they didn't get it, yeah. And it just bombed.
The point in this car?
It was a great car. I saw the factory in Germany.
No, I'm sure it was a
and it was car. It was really, really cool for the time. But either way, the point being is that this shares the same platform with it, and it's still going strong, and they're making money on these.
How's that sat nav?
It's okay. Again, this is one of those things they can update.
It looks like it needs an update, actually.
It's not bad.
Compared to what we've seen. Look, it's not even working. It's trying to use it on the side. So it gave up there.
But it's not like, where that, we saw with the Audi A4, for example, with that 12.3-inch LCDs, MMI screen.
You love the Audi's Entertainment Center.
No, I just love Audi interiors. The exteriors will put anybody to sleep. They're boring.
So next month, they're going to bring out the latest top trim of this car. Do you know that?
Which
the W12 S.
All right. Well, they already revealed it online.
Yeah, but it's coming. I thought it'd be in Paris. They didn't even turn up. They didn't bother to turn up at all.
Bentley and Lamborghini just were like...
Well, Lamborghini were there the night before, but Bentley didn't turn up at all.
Interesting.
Even at a pre-event. But they'll be in LA with the new Flying Spur.
Right. So what you need to know about the W12 S is that it's got the same engine, but it's been upgraded. 626 horsepower and 605 pound-feet of torque. 0 to 60 in 4.2 seconds.
So if you've been paying attention, that's only 10 horsepower more. And
you're going to be paying a lot more.
15 pound-feet of torque more.
Well, what they also did, though...
There'll be some different styling touch keys on it, though.
Yeah, there's going to be a few other things. Like, there's going to be optional carbon ceramic brakes, gloss black bodywork detailing. But they retuned the W12S's suspension to make it feel a lot sportier. But at the same time, you're not sacrificing the Flying Spur's just really smooth limo-like ride.
Yeah, you want to feel like you're driving on a cloud.
Right, and
always.
I think it wouldn't surprise me if Bentley, because they listen to their customers, because they have a very specific group of them.
Right.
And they were saying, look, the Flying Spur, it's great, it's just maybe a little too soft. We want to have a little bit of fun. What do you think you want to do when you have a W12 engine there?
Yeah, you don't only want to cruise around.
Right, you want to be able to...
down now and again.
And if you can do that in an Audi A8 or Audi S8, which also have permanent all-wheel drive, there's no reason why you couldn't do it in this.
So you're saying those cars from Audi, affected the way Bentley are tuning their cars.
Perhaps.
Right. It's interesting.
It wouldn't surprise me just because these customers in this price bracket, they shop around, they compare. They want the best. And when they see that something that's not the best has something that their car does not,
right.
They're going to go back to the automaker and say, hey, what's up with this?
That's quite a slick way of opening the roof, I have to say.
It is.
That's a nice little feature up there.
This is also another...
It looks like it should be with a transmission. That looks like a transmission.
I like the little rotary dial. Yeah, that is cool. Instead of just pressing a button.
Yeah.
But again, this is also another sign of this car's age. It's just a standard sunroof.
Yeah, you want a panoramic roof now, right?
In the brand new Genesis G80, I just did a review of that. That cost, the one we did, cost about $50,000. Panoramic sunroof was standard.
I reckon the next one will come with it.
This one is going to have...
If the customers have been telling Bentley that's what they want, then that's what they'll get.
It wouldn't surprise me.
But what if they turn around and say, you know what, we don't actually care. We don't really use the roof. Don't waste your time. We're not going to buy it.
I don't think that's going to happen because a lot of the people who buy these cars are being chauffeured around and they want a panoramic sunroof.
But that steering wheel alone tells you you're driving something pretty special.
That steering wheel alone.
The feel of the wheel, the look of the wheel, the badge. That just looks...
Well, this is not the standard steering wheel. This steering wheel alone, what you're looking at, costs an extra $1,200.
Why would you? What's different?
Bentley made it look better. 3-spoke, real wood.
Yeah,
everything can be optional here.
Because that's something you're holding and you're looking at all the time.
I think it's
that's worth the investment.
I think $1,200 is actually a fair price.
Yeah.
Because that steering wheel is handcrafted.
Yeah,
all the leather stitched on, the wood is polished by hand. It's not just your typical steering wheel.
There's a lot of crosses there.
You know, I remember when that new Lincoln Continental came out, people were saying its front end looked way too much like this.
Hang on, who was copying who?
Lincoln was copying Bentley.
Did Bentley get upset about that? I think there was
something, yeah.
They did comment. I think one of the CEO, maybe tweeted or something, Lincoln saying, "Oh, see where you got your inspiration from." Something like that. Right. There was a cheeky comment.
But actually, if you
that was a concept. It was a concept.
The concept of the Lincoln Continental was very close to the production version that's just hitting dealerships now.
And it looks like a Bentley.
And it looks, not just from the front end, but from the side view as well.
Look at that electric headrest. Do you see that? It just popped up and down.
That doesn't surprise me. This is a Bentley here.
He looks super comfy.
Look at his shirt. He's such a fan. He's even wearing a Bentley shirt.
Bentley fanboy.
He's the new Bentley boy.
Yeah.
From 1920-something to 2016. Here's your Bentley boy.
Yeah, snug.
These are like 14-way power.
Down there.
Yeah, these are 14-way power driver adjustable front passengers in seats. Yeah, it's no matter what position you can go in, it's gonna be comfortable.
Yeah.
You want to lie flat? You're gonna lie flat. So a lot of people are saying, well, how does this drive? And essentially, it drives like a really fast limousine.
Right.
And that's why they offer the W12 S, just to give it a sportier feel. So what do you think is some of this car's competition? And I'm not talking about the BMW 7 Series or the Mercedes-Benz S-Class.
Other Bentleys, maybe?
Well, you had the Mulsanne and the Mulsanne Sport, but those are bigger.
Hang on, that seat just moved as you got in. I saw the head of the door and the seat moved back a bit.
Well, yeah, just make it easier.
Wow, that was amazing.
This car is about making your life easier. Yeah. There's nothing hard
you're saying this car. The Mulsanne Speed, which is... What? There's those picnic tables, by the way.
Yeah, the veneered picnic tables, yeah.
The Mulsanne Speed's good $100,000 more expensive. Adjustable rear
seats. Same with the Mulsanne, but the Mulsanne's a bigger car.
Nice adjustable seats in the back. You don't get that in too many cars.
We're starting to see them more. Like, if you look at the new BMW 750i, it has, like, adjustable rear seats.
Yeah, it has, like, an aircraft package or something. There's one seat behind
You're right. And what's interesting is that those cars, like the S-Class, the 7 Series, and I can't wait to see what the next generation Audi A8 is going to be like. A lot of the features that are in this car are trickling their way down to those.
So they're going to have to step up. The next generation is going to have to really step up.
The next generation Flying Spur, and there will be one for sure. They already have the platform ready.
Nice.
It's going to, it's the new A8. It's going to be bonkers.
Yeah.
This next
Bentley. It's going to have to be, yeah.
Because if you look at some of the stuff Rolls-Royce is doing these days, and one of this car's rivals is a Rolls-Royce Ghost.
Maybe it'll come with like its own robotic butler or something.
That's a great idea. Yeah, you should send that into Bentley.
Yeah. You press a button, this little robot pops up. What can I serve you, sir? Oh, look at that. Vast.
Yeah. This is not just for golf clubs.
This is cross-country.
Cross-country skis.
Right. Drive to the summer house, 4-hour drive. You're not going to take the Ferrari. You want to take the Bentley.
Yeah. You know, this is actually another question. I wonder if Bentley is going to start seeing some problems or downward sales of the Flying Spur because of the new Bentayga.
You think people go for that? Yeah.
Yeah, I think people will go for the Bentayga.
They have to price this.
Everybody loves crossovers and SUVs today.
Yeah, they might have to price it.
Maybe the Bentayga might be some internal competition for this.
Maybe it won't come as quickly as you think then. Maybe they'll wait another couple of years, see how the Bentayga's going.
Look, unfortunately, we couldn't ask Bentley at Paris because they weren't there. That very question.
We'll ask them in LA then.
Or Geneva. They're big in Geneva too.
Yeah. Anyway, what else is special about this car? Is that body paint? Something special?
Oh, that body paint. Oh, thanks for reminding me. It's called Brodgar, and it costs an extra $5,715. Just that paint is $5,000.
So more. It's just grey, isn't it?
I know. I don't think it looks anything special in the least bit. In fact, I really don't even like it.
It's not that nice.
No, it's not that nice, but it apparently costs $5,700 more. And you got those big 20-inch polished wheels. Those are actually $12,000 extra.
You know what? Though? A lot of people do like grey.
Those.
No, but they do like grey on a car. Like, as much as I don't really like it, a lot of people do like this colour.
Maybe it looks bad because it's inside a dealership building, and it would look better if it was like under direct sunlight.
I'm not a big fan of grey, but some people are.
$57,000, but then again, you're paying $12,000 excuse me, for the wheels.
Yeah, it's still a handsome car actually,
and it's aged very well. So anyway, everyone, we're out of time for today. Thanks for watching. Any questions, leave them for us in the comment section below. And be sure to check out the next Carvas unboxing review. We have some really cool stuff planned. So thanks for watching.
Cheers.